Namaste students, welcome back to statistics class. In the previous class we discussed about how to form a discrete frequency distribution. We have seen there two problems. I hope it is clear and two problems are enough to understand such kind of problem. Then you will get such kind of problems in your worksheet, such kind of problems you will get. Now, formation of continuous frequency distribution. As I said, in case of frequency distributions, there are two kinds of frequency distribution, that is discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution. So, now today we will see how to form the continuous frequency distribution. But before forming continuous frequency distribution, the discrete frequency, there were no such kind of problems. We can directly get into the problems into the formation, but here before forming it we need to understand some of the terms. Now we will see what are these terms, then we can go for formation of continuous frequency distribution. So if you learn this or some other rules are there, so before moving into we will see what is that rules and what are these terms. So in that, firstly I will take it is range. What is range? Range is a difference between the highest value and lowest values in a particular data. So it is a difference between lowest and highest value in a data. In a data means lowest, for example, you have a set of data. Set of data means, for example, 15, 16, 17, 18, then 20, then 5, then 25, 30, 46, 8, 9, 7. So this is a group of data. So what is the range of this particular data? How to see what is the range? What is the range means, you see which is the lowest value here. Lowest value is 5. You can see lowest value. Lowest value is 5. What is the highest value here? Highest value is, we will take here 45. Highest value is 45. So what is the range? Range is nothing but, so there is a formula for range. Range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. So what is the range of this particular data? What is the highest value? Highest value is 45. What is the lowest value? Lowest value is 5. What is the range? Range is 40. This is the way to find the range. This is a one mark question. What do you mean by range? Range is the difference between highest value and the lowest value in a particular data. Range is the difference between the highest value and the lowest value in a data. The formula is range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. That is the formula for range. Now, after seeing range, please take down this, the formula and also the definition. Definition, or we can say it as meaning. What do you mean by range? Range is the difference between highest value and the lowest value in a data. So range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. That is the formula. You can write the formula here. Highest value minus lowest value. That is about range. Now one more word is there, that is subrange. A subclass of this range is called as subrange. A particular class is called as subrange. For example, we have seen it. For example, 32, 40, 42, 50 or 52, 60. We will get frequency as 7, 8, 6. So this is a range, and what is subrange? The particular sorry, not subrange, it is a class. What is class? called as class. So this is a range. What is a sub-range? Each particular sub-range is called as class. Next term it is class. Class is nothing but sub-range. Class is nothing but sub-range. The next term comes there, the class limits. Class limits. Now we will write here class interval, then frequency. This is a continuous frequency distribution. We formed one frequency distribution. Now you have seen what is the range. This is the range, the lowest value to highest value. And class. This each section we call it as class. This is the class. Then we have class limit. Next term we have it is class limit. What is class limit? The highest value and the lowest value which we have taken to define the boundaries of the particular frequency distribution. The highest value and the lowest value which we have taken to define the boundaries of particular frequency distribution. So, what are the boundaries of this particular frequency distribution? This particular frequency boundary is highest here it is 70. It shouldn't cross that. And lowest it is 20. So, these are the boundaries, 20 and the 70, these are the boundaries. So, class limits are the values, the highest value and the lowest value which we have taken to define the boundaries. And here, this we call it as boundaries, we can say it as particular class boundaries also. Here this is the highest value and this is the lowest value which we have taken to define the boundaries of this particular class. And this lowest value we call it as lower limit and the highest value we call it as upper limit. So 20 is the lower limit and 30 is the upper limit. Here 30 is the lower limit, 40 is the upper limit. 40 is the lower limit, 50 is the upper limit of this particular class. This entire frequency distributions, lower limit is 20, upper limit is 70. So this is about class limits. So class limit, these are the highest values and the lowest values which we have taken to define the boundaries of particular frequency distribution. And here lowest value, this you have to remember, lowest value is a lower limit, we call it as lower limit, and the highest value we call it as upper limit. Highest value we call it as upper limit. Here so lower limit as well as upper limit. I hope it is clear. 22, 30, 32, 40, 42, 50. Which is the lower limit? 20 is the lower limit if you take this particular class, and 30 is the upper limit. So this is about class limit, and class limit you will get lower limit as well as upper limit. Now the next term, that is inclusive class and exclusive class. So this is very, very important, inclusive class and exclusive class. First we will take inclusive class. Inclusive class. Now, in a class, in a particular class, in a particular class if lower limit and upper limits are included in the same class. If lower limit and upper limit, if these are included in the same class, such class we call it as inclusive class. In a class where lower limit is 20, where lower limit and upper limit are included in the same class. Now, same class. This is inclusive class intervals. In a class where lower limit and upper limit in a class. What is a class? A sub-branch. This is a class. This is one more class. This is one more class. So, in a particular class. So, we have to see one particular class. In a class where lower limit and upper limits are included in the same class. So, if you want to give example here, for example, 22, 29, 32, 39. This you can give as example. Now, we will take their exclusive class intervals also, then it will be clear. Now, here, exclusive class. What is that exclusive class? So, here, in a class, now I will change the distribution. See, 22, 30, 32, 40, 42, 50, let it be like this, okay? 60, 62, 70. In a class where the lower limit included in the same class, but upper limit is excluded from that class and included in the next class. In a class where lower limit is included in the same class. Now this 20 is here only in this particular class. But 30 is not included here, 30 is excluded here, it is included here. Now, even though if we write 20 to 30, now which values come in this particular class? Only 22, 29 will come. 30 we will not include here, 30 will be taken here. Here values will come from 30 to 39. Again 40 will not be included here, 40 will be included here. 40 we take here, here 40 to 49 values in that particular class. So here 50 to 59 values will be included in this range. 60 to 69 values will be included in this range. For example, now I will take the value 20, 29, 30, 33, 34, 39. Now 20, where we can include 20? 20 we can include here only. 29 we can include here only. 30 we cannot include here. 30 we need to include here. So even though if we write 30 will come here, we are not including here. 33 here only, 34 here only, 39 here. So in a class where lower limit is included in the same class, but upper limit is excluded from this class are included in the next class. Such kind of class we call it as an exclusive class intervals, where we exclude the upper limits. And we include it here. That is the difference between inclusive class and exclusive class intervals. In a class where lower limit is included in the same class, but upper limit is excluded from that class. And included in the next class. We need to continue this, and included in the next class. So exclusive class is in a class where lower limit is included in the same class, but upper limit is excluded from that class and included in the next class. For example, if you want to give example, what example you will give? example here 10 to 20, 20 to 30. These are the examples. So here we need to take, see, here 20 to 29. Both included here only. We are not excluding anything. 30 to 39, that is separate. So where both lower limit as well as upper limit is included in the same class. Here lower limit is included in the same class, but upper limit is excluded from that class and included in the next class. So this is the difference between the inclusive class and the exclusive class. This is very important. Even when you solve the problem, you need to find out, firstly you need to see whether it is in inclusive or exclusive. The most of the time we will not solve any of the problem in inclusive form, because we are not getting any continuity here. Here we are getting the continuity. So we need to convert the problem, the inclusive problems into exclusive form, then we need to solve the problem. So these two topics are very important. You need to understand this, and this also will come for 1 and 2 marks with the examples. With the examples you have to provide what is inclusive class intervals and what is exclusive class intervals. I hope you are clear. Then the next one, correction factor. See there, correction factor. What is this correction factor? The main, why we use this correction factor? We use correction factor to convert inclusive class into exclusive class. To convert inclusive class intervals into exclusive class. It is 1 mark question. Why correction factors are used in frequency distribution? Correction factors are used to convert inclusive class intervals into exclusive class intervals. So that is 1 mark question. So what is that correction factor? So it is a half of the difference. It is a half of the difference. It is a half of the difference between the lower limit and upper limits of the preceding class. Preceding class is nothing but previous class. So here one formula is there. Correction factor is equal to lower limit of the class minus upper limit of the preceding class. Divided by 2. So what is the formula here? Lower limit of the class minus upper limit of the preceding class divided by 2. That's what we call it as. It is the half of the difference between the lower limit and upper limit of the preceding class. As I said, it is used to convert inclusive class into exclusive. So we'll see here itself. This is the inclusive class. We need to convert this inclusive into exclusive class. Now, if we apply this formula for this particular thing, now see here 30. This is the we cannot start it from the first class. Since it is the first, we don't have the previous class. We require here previous class. So if we take 30 to 39, here the lower limit 30 and 39 in this particular class. This is the lower limit. 30 is the lower limit. The lower limit of the class. The lower limit of the class. I will take it here. Correction factor. The lower limit of the class. Lower limit is 30 minus upper limit of the preceding class. The upper limit of the previous class. Which is the upper limit here? 29 is the upper limit. 29 minus 2. 30 minus 29, that is 1 by 2. You will get there 0.5. You always get here 0.5 only. Correction factor. Any of the inclusive class, if you use correction factor, you will get 0.5. So if we get 0.5 then how to convert this convert this inclusive into exclusive, see, we get 0.5 here. In order to convert this inclusive into exclusive, we have to deduct 0.5 from the lower limit and we have to add 0.5 to the upper limit. For every lower limit of inclusive class, we have to deduct 0.5, and for every upper limits of the inclusive class, we have to add 0.5. Then we can get that continuity. Then we can call it as exclusive class intervals. Now you see, from 20 if I deduct 0.5, it will be 19.5. 29 I have to add 0.5. So 29.5 is the first class. Move to second class. 30 I have to deduct 0.5. It will become 29.5. 39 I have to add 0.5. 39.5. Further if you have, for example, 40 to 49 we add. Here also we deduct. We have to deduct from the lower limit. It will be 39.5. We have to add for upper limit. It will be 49.5. Now you see, we converted this inclusive form into an exclusive form. You are getting the continuity. 19.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 49.5. So this is a exclusive form, this is an inclusive form. So why we use correction factor? Correction factor we use in order to convert inclusive form into exclusive form. Why we are converting exclusive form? Because we get continuity there. We can solve problems easily. So these three things are very, very important. See, this will come for 1 mark purpose. Otherwise, while solving problem, we are not calculating correction factor there. We will be knowing for any of the inclusive class interval, if we apply this formula, we will get there 0.5. Directly we deduct 0.5 from the lower limit. We add 0.5 to the upper limit. Then we frame exclusive class intervals. But this will come for a 1 marks. One mark question is, why correction factors are used? Correction factors are used in order to convert inclusive class intervals into exclusive class. So what is the formula? Formula is lower limit of the class minus upper limit of the preceding class divided by 2. Please take down these things. Lower limit of the class minus upper limit of the lower limit of the class. We need to take the second class because we need to have the previous class. First class if we take, we don't have any other previous class. So here lower limit of the class minus upper limit of the preceding class. This is the upper limit of the previous class divided by 2. So this is about inclusive class, exclusive class and correction factor. Inclusive class is where lower limit and upper limit are included in the same class. Exclusive class is where lower limit is included, upper limit is excluded from there and included in the next class. And with example, it should be known. Then we will see other terms there. Still, if you are not clear, please verify. You can verify with us. Still, if you are not clear. Now, over, inclusive, over, exclusive. Okay. Next comes there open end. What is this open in a class? In a class, if lower limit or upper limit is not specified. In a class, if lower limit or upper limit is not specified. If in a class lower limit or upper limit, if it is not specified, then we call such kind of problems open end classes. How it will be open end classes? For example, yes, frequency, the class intervals and frequency. We have here now a frequency starts from below. First First one it will be like below 20. Then you will take 22, 30, 32, 40, 40 to 50. Last one will be sometimes 50 and above. And here frequency will be there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This kind of class we call it as open-end classes. Where there will be no openings or no endings with proper limits. Here lower limit is not specified. Below 20 they have told. We can take by seeing this difference, we can take here it is 10 to 20. But they have not specified any lower limit. And they have not stated here upper limit also, 50 and above. So in a class where either lower limit or upper limit, if it is not specified, this kind of class we call it as open-end classes. This kind of class we call it as open-end classes. This is also one more question. What do you mean by open-end classes? This kind of example you can give in a class where lower limit and upper limit is not specified. Next comes the midpoint and width of the class. Midpoint is nothing but central value or the middle value of the class. The central value of the class. But we have formula for this, that is midpoint is equal to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. For example, here classes are there, class interval and frequency. 22, 40, 42, 60, 62, 80, 82, 100, 7, 8, 9, 11. Now we have to find out mid value. Arithmetic mean and all. We need to find out the middle value. How we know that 20 to 40? What is the middle value? The value is 30. How to find out here? 20 plus 40 divided by 2. So we get here 30. 20 plus 40 divided by 2. 40 plus 60 divided by 2. We get the middle value. So mid value is nothing but central value of the class. What is the central value of this particular class? 20 to 40. What is the mid value? Middle for both the values. Lower limit as well, upper limit. We know what is the middle value. 30. 30 is the middle value. Here 50 is the middle value. Here 70 is the middle value. Here 90 is the middle value. We know that. What is the formula to find out? Lower limit 20. Upper limit 40 divided by 2. That is the way to find out mid value. So mid value is nothing but central value of the class. Formula is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Take down this. You have to take down all these points. Such kind of points if it comes, you need to take down. So lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. That is the mid value. Last one thing is remaining. Not last. We have still some other terms. We'll see later. Width of the class. Next comes the width of the class. We can see from here. Width of the class. Width we denoted by C. Okay, width we denote by C. Width of the class is nothing but difference between the upper limit and lower limit. So it is the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. So it is the difference between the upper limit and lower limit. What is the difference? 40 minus 20. What is the difference? 20. So that is the width of this particular class. What is the gap between gap of the, what is the gap between these two limits? 20 is the gap between those two limits. So that we call it as, the gap we call it as width. It denoted by C. This is also very important. This term will come while solving problem. What is the width of that particular class? So width of the class is difference between the lower limit, is the difference between the upper limit. That is, for example, 40 minus 20. What is the width? Width is 20. So it is the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit of the class. Some other terms are there. We'll see those terms. I hope these terms are clear. Range, class, class limits, inclusive class, exclusive class, correction factor, open-end class, midpoint and width. Please revise these terms once again. If you see your textbook, you can find this. Please be thorough with that. Some other terms are there and rules are there before framing a class intervals. That we can see in the next session. For today's session, this is enough. Please revise these terms. Then tomorrow's session, we'll see what are the rules before framing continuous frequency. Then we can go for framing of continuous frequency distributions. Thank you.